I just woke up, you guys. Oh, so good. Coffee's good. Especially when you literally just woke up. And I love my coffee creamy. Creamy. Just like my twin. We both love coffee that's creamy. I know there's a lot of things that I planned where I want this channel to go. But I think the best part of this channel is that I love the fact that I only make videos when I'm feeling urged to make one. Either because a voice is telling me or my angel tells me, and what's crazy is that every time I make a video, something always happens to me spiritually, in a spiritual level. And I know I haven't been talking much about my ascension and how has it been going. Honestly, I'm not focused on material things at this moment. The purging the past couple weeks has been brutal for me because of the fact that, all of us have needs, right? All of us, especially when it comes to finances. This is a time where our patience, our beliefs within who we are, what we are, is all being tested. And it's a challenging time. That's why many of you, are starting to awaken and starting to realize that you're not crazy, okay? Even though society has embedded in our mind ever since we had the understanding of, simple things like, getting married, getting an education, all those things. That was the time that society has constantly fed us things that, this is how it should be. This is what should be. This is what you should do. This is how you should be, And you grew up in that kind of mentality. We all did. We all grew up in that kind of mentality where everything it has to be a certain way, right? So with that kind of mentality, it's hard to come to this awareness that you are so much more than what the society wants you to be. And we live in this time where if you are not, or if you don't do what society tells you, or you don't do what society is so used to having done or being and have been doing for the past centuries, you then start to feel like your identity is questioned. You start to question who you truly are. You start to question, is this it? Is this all? Is this all that I'm meant to be? Is this all that should be? Or is there something more? Through my ascension as a divine feminine, I have constantly questioned myself numerous times. It wasn't easy for me to come to the realization that In order for a soul to be in its full potential, we have to constantly question ourselves. Question ourselves not so much as questioning your abilities, but questioning questioning your doubts. Because when you question your doubts, deep down what's truly happening that we're unconsciously aware of, and I've just awoken to this fact just now, it's not to question, to draw you further away to that path that we were all destined to go. That's why we are who we are, right? The reason why Twin Flame Journey is not easy is majorly because we have to go through questioning our identity. We have to go through questioning a lot of things. And when we even came to realization about Twin Flames, we questioned many things. Is it not? You started to question more about family, more about your values, your beliefs, this so-called system that we were, it's like they didn't even ask us if we wanted to ride or get in that boat. It's like they just grabbed us and put us there and expected us to function like them. But see, what I want everyone to understand is that that's not the purpose why we're here. Yes, the whole world is in chaos right now. The whole world is going through difficulties, this pandemic, and people are starting to awaken to what is truly right and what is truly wrong. People are starting to awaken to what is deserving to even put my energy on. What is true to my heart? And that's what I want to talk about in this video, because a lot of people need to understand, yes, there's negativity going on, but does it end there? Does it mean that there's no hope? Does it mean that there's nothing better at the end of this road, this path? What is the purpose of all these negative things that's happening? Is there a spiritual benefit to all of these things that's coming on top of the surface? And that's what I want you guys to pay attention to in this video. We were taught that there are boundaries, there are limits. We were taught that status is the only way to gain what's close to perfection in our own understanding of success, material wealth, prosperity. We were taught that in order to even gain all these things, we had to go above and beyond this, what human society has built on, and it was tested and proven for many centuries. And this is the only way to succeed, the only way to prosper. Whether it be finances, education, businesses, even partnerships. But only a few understood what love is. Many people, they didn't go to school. They didn't go get an education about how to build a home. What's the true foundation within a home? How do you keep a partnership? How do you maintain that equality in regards to partnership, and what are the things to do? And see, psychologists, psychiatrists know how to handle partnerships. Why? Because they took the time. They took the time to learn more, to educate themselves in on how to do all these things, and understanding a person's personality, and how do you all the, it's like a graph. It's really like a graph. You have to know the ups and downs. You have to know how to maneuver. You have to know the dynamics of everything and everyone. You have to understand there's this foundation that it was built on. Again, that foundation is majority of what the society has embedded in your mom, in your dad, in your family. And your family is what embedded it to you. But the question here is there something beyond that? Is it truly true that in order to have, in order to be, in order to feel successful, we have to raise our reputation, our status in society? So let me contradict that, because I want you guys to have the same perspective as what I have, so that you can visualize what I'm trying to say. And then after this, you can think for yourself, what is it truly that I'm trying to bring you to the light for? Okay? Many people say, even in school, that they teach young kids, and I find it ridiculous that this is how that they teach kids, because to me, kids are innocent. Therefore, kids, it's easy to mold a child. It's easy to manipulate a child. It's easy to, tell a child, okay, this is wrong, this is bad, and then that child will follow. But they never influence creativity in a child. It is very, very rare. Why is it so important for society to change in regards to how they educate young children? As an incarnated angel, this is one of the topics that I truly want to talk about, because it bothers me. It truly bothers me to the core. I don't agree how this educational system has embedded. You have to respect a person's identity, regardless what age they are. Why? Because it's through actions that child will mature in a way of having an open mind, mature in a way of knowing that respect is not just given based out of your status, your reputation, your color. No. Respect is earned by your character. But see, this educational system that we were brought in, we were brought to understand. We were brought to be forced to even consider that this is the only route, the only way, that this is it. This is the limit. This is the boundary. That humankind has limitations. That humankind has boundaries. Am I to say that rules should not be followed? No. Rules needs to be followed in order for justice, in order for law and order, in order for organization, for unity. But why is it based on an individual? Have you guys ever wondered that? Why is law and order based on one person to lead a country? Why can it not be everyone's responsibility? Why is it that we were embedded that, oh, if one man is in that pedestal, we should follow and do and be? Why is it only now that we are going against the norm? Why is it only now that millions and millions of people are protesting, standing up for what they believe in? You can think of it as a negative way, but as an incarnated angel, I have come to this complete awareness as to why this is happening. The COVID-19 has been a long time a plan. Yes, it's unfortunate. Yes, it's not something to be proud of, that my family died, that a member of my family died, that my friend died because of this. And you mean to tell me that this has been a plan for so long? A plan to cause an awareness to human society? That does it have to be? Does it have to go this far so that action can be made? So to cause an awareness of quality change in regards to medical professionals, in regards to businesses, how do they function as a business? Does the pyramid thing work? The pyramid concept, is it the only way to prosper as a business? Or better yet, question one's color, one's identity, and to just say, oh, because you are part of the law and order, you are a police, I should fear you, and I should follow you. See, there's flaws. There are cracks beneath all these things that's happening, and you wonder, there's this voice in your mind telling you, is this right? Is this truly right? And then you have this contradiction with your logic and your heart, and you start to wonder, well, this is what they said to me. I mean, the doctor said that I have mental illness. Am I to say that if you have a mental illness, you don't have hope? But see, a person has to be not only educated in a medical, in a medical way, but also spiritually. It's very important. You cannot just be medically inclined or medically, your reputation as a medical doctor or what, to be able to give an advice or tell a person as an individual, hey, you are sick, based on my education, based on my limitation, within my reputation, my status. Why? Because there's another world. It's not just this world. It's not the limit of 3D mentality. There are many dimensions, many. So why is it that it's only based on one dimension? Did you guys ever wonder that? So to most of you who have been told that you have mental illness, this and that, what is that based on? That's based on a person who was in lower vibration, who knows nothing of spirituality. And yet, you allow to let this person dictate your heart. Is everything truly based here? Why did the divine give us a heart? So why is it that when a patient comes to your office, you only think mentally? Where's the heart? Why is it when you have a child, you focused on, oh, I just want my child to be successful. I want my child to have an education. I want my child to prosper in business. I want my child to have a normal married life. as long as she's get married, she has kids, she has her own family, to live the norm. Yeah? Why? 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 Why do parents do that? You are teaching your children that that's it. That's all they are capable to achieve. And that's the only highest way of achieving a successful life. But parents fail to teach their children the true essence of foundation in a family. The true essence of foundation in a partnership. Why do you think there are psychiatrists? Why do you think there's psychologists? Because people in society in past centuries, and I've traveled back in time many times to know all these things, they realized, well, we need to be partnered with law and order. But how is that possible? Because most of these people who commit crimes, most of these people who commit fraud, most of these people who loot, most of these people who murder come from homes that don't have a foundation. So what's the problem here? Should I blame my mother? Should I blame my father for the incompetence of being a parent that doesn't support me, doesn't give me the foundation that I know I deserve? Should I blame the society? Should I blame the person who's standing there who represents our country? Should I blame the people who've murdered my family member, my friend? Should I blame this pandemic because I just lost the one thing that matters the most to me? What you should ask is why? Why was all this done? Yes, change needs to happen. And it needs to happen now. That is why Earth is going through ascension right now. It is going through ascension, just like how twin flames go through ascension. Why? It's needed. Why do you think there's millions of people protesting because of George Floyd? Is it only because of George Floyd? No. Because many people have awoken to their true value, their true worth, who they truly are. What do they really stand for? Are they just going to allow people to dictate them, tell them what to do, tell them how to be? That's what this society has embedded in each individual ever since we were young. They took advantage of our small brain and molded it into their limitation, of capabilities. This is what Twin Flames is for. You question society. You question the norm. You are not meant to be just like everyone else. You are meant to stand out of that crowd. But why is it everything that you've went through in your life, you were taught limitations? And it majorly is because of who you are, what you are. Because there's outside influences. Spiritually, yes, they exist. Yes, we're in hell. Why do you think there's angels? Why do you think there's twin flames? Why do you think there's light workers? Why do you think it even exists? The knowledge, the wisdom even exists when it comes to aliens, when it comes to paranormal activities. Why does it exist if it's not true? You are supposed to question what other people are afraid afraid to step in. Why? Because they want to control you. They want to mold you into their own limitation. Because the truth is, you are limitless. There is no boundary. You have experienced in many, many lifetimes true perfection. We have lived in heaven. That is perfection. Many of us were born leaders prior to reincarnating. You are powerful spiritual beings, infinite beings. You are sovereign. So why? Why were you embedded to limit yourself to what society has brought? And I challenge each and every one of you to think about this. Why? Because Earth is in ascension right now. Whether you like it or not. It doesn't even matter if you're comfortable about it. It doesn't even matter if you fear going out in your house because there's so much riot going on outside. No, this is going to be a new reality. It's going to change the world, and you will go back to this video and you will know that I was right. Everything negative that comes out of the surface is just to cause an awareness to change, to take action. If there's something wrong and it was brought out to the surface, it is meant to fix. It is meant to change. Just like you go to a surgery room. I'll make it simple. As a surgical tech, when you have a patient who comes in the room and let's say who has a hernia, do I need to do surgery? Or do I need to help my surgeon? Do I need to help my surgeon do the surgery? Does the surgeon need to do the surgery if you do not have a hernia? What's the problem here? The problem is hernia. Why are you going to get surgery? To get it fixed. What's the purpose of getting it fixed? To change. To change so that you don't have pain anymore. Right? Simple. It's the same thing. Everything that happens in this world, in this earth, it's brought to the surface not to feed on that negativity. No, it's to fix. Okay? Yes, many people have died. Yes, many people have sacrificed their lives just to protest, just to make a change, just so that people can be aware this is wrong. This is wrong. This is murder. There's many things wrong in this so-called system that was embedded in our mind, in our heart for so long. They took advantage. And we are not meant to stay in that kind of mentality, in that vibration energy. No, we are ascending masters for a reason. We are meant to ascend. We are meant to prosper. We are meant to be successful in everything, not just finances and relationship. So why are you not in union with your twin? It includes in that. It's part of it. Because you have a lot to learn. You have a lot to learn. Because union is perfection. And I'm not saying that to boast. No, union is perfection. Perfection of what? Why do I say that it's a gift from the divine? Why do I say that it's a blessing? It's because where are you? Here. Where are you? Here. If there was a poor person and you're someone who's so used to having money, you're someone who's, and this is just an example, you're someone who's used to being successful, having all the financial things that you need, you want, you could buy anything. And you see someone in the street who can't even afford clean water. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna think, oh, well, that person didn't that person probably did drugs, or that person was, a rebellion, this and that, and they deserve that because, if you had an education, if you strive to get an education, if you strive to lift your status, your reputation, you're not going to be in that situation, right? That's the mentality. That's the limitation. That everyone who is poor, everyone of the same color, that's the limit. Whatever that is, that's the limit. And that's what people are fighting for. They're fighting for it because they're telling you no. That's not a limit. That's not a legitimate reason. That everyone who's poor is because they wanted it? So why did this pandemic had to occur? Because everyone now is filed unemployment, and have they received it? See? Now what? Now you have nothing. Why? Here. It's to test you. It's to cause an awareness. Now you are in the same situation as the one that you judged, as the one that you ignored, as the one that you left behind instead of showing compassion. Now you are that. Now how does it feel to be that? But see, was it a bad thing? Am I to say this to judge you, that, oh, you judged this person, now you're going through it. Now it's I told you so. No. I'm proud of you. As an incarnated angel, I'm proud of you. Why? Because you awoken to that understanding. And now you're fighting for it. You're fighting for what's right. Because you know how it feels like now, right? This earth is meant to ascend. Whether we like it or not, and however we like it or not, and however we feel comfortable or not. And we are part of this ascension as twin flames. So yes, it's very uncomfortable. And if you are put in a situation that is so uncomfortable, but you need to be true to your heart, best believe you better stand for what's true to your heart. Because that's why you are here. You are the ones that people should follow. You are the ones that people should come to for advice, for help, for guidance. All of you light workers, all of you twin flames who've been in union and have ascended, what are you doing? Are you taking part in your mission? Yes, the divine gave us free will. That's why my twin and I incarnated here. Because many of you light workers, twin flames, you're not you're not in alignment to your mission. You come here, you gain success, and then what? Nothing. What are you doing? Angels cannot intervene if we don't ask for it. That is now I understand. Now I understand why Archangel Raphael, who is like a father to me and my twin, asked us to come here. Actually, it wasn't even asked. Archangel Raphael told us, no, you're going. But it was also to teach me. Because my twin and I, we were not the type who cared about anything. We were happy up there. There was no wrong. So what is there to care about? It didn't exist. No wrong existed in heaven. What is there to care about? So yeah, we had to come here. We had to experience the different lives that we experience, the trauma, the fear, the agony, the loneliness. What is truly important? Why were we created? Why? I was created to guide you. I was created to question you. To question you. For what? To put my leadership above you and say that, hey, I know more than you. I'm a higher being than you. You should follow me. No. I'm to question you because of my compassion for you, so that you can wake up. Because there's no need for me to prove. There's no need for me to go above you. For what? When I'm already that. There's no point in it. The divine created my twin and I for a reason. You know, I wish I could do more. And that's what's crazy. I wish I could do more. I wish I could do more to this limit. Because when we're in heaven, we could do anything. But here in this world, it doesn't work like that. It's no different from your angels who are always beside you, who want you to look at these angel numbers. Why? To gain an awareness, to get you to understand, to get you to act, to get you to believe, to get you to have hope, to get you out of that fear of limitation of who and what you are, that this society has chained you. You were chained for so long. How long do you want to be chained again? No, it's not just the loss of a family member. It's not just a broken family that you experience, or your lover left you, cheated on you. It's more than that. Did you learn something? What did you learn? It's more than just here. We can't just function here all the time. We're not robots, right? We have feelings. And as twin flames, why were we called twin flames? Because we are the first to have experienced what true love is. A true foundation. A foundation of love. Because we know if we have love, there is no room for hate. There is no room for wrong. You wouldn't want to. It wouldn't even exist. And for those of you who question, well, how could you say this earth is hell? Well, why does wrong things exist? Have you wondered why? Think, yeah? Many people always brag about how intelligent they are because of their reputation and this and that. Well, spiritually, if you're not there, I'm sorry, but you're not intelligent. Because a person who's truly intelligent is not only intelligent in material things, but also intelligent in spiritual things. Because each and every one of us are here for a reason. And if you are just limited to one thing, you're just a puppet. Okay? And I refuse to be a puppet. And to all my subscribers, I don't want you to remain as a puppet. That's why in my videos I force you to think. Why? Because I'm human. That's why we're incarnated angels. I can do that. But your angel who's beside you cannot do that. Why? Because that's the law. And many people don't understand that. There is spiritual law that also needs to be followed. So why do incarnated angels even exist? It's to cross that boundary. And now that my twin and I are very much awake, oh, we're gonna cross that boundary. And that's why you guys are subscribed to me. Because it's meant to change. There's meant for change. Your angels brought you to this channel for change. For you. For your higher self. Because you truly need divine intervention. That's why. That's really why. We're not meant to be like everyone else. You're meant to stand out. That's your destiny. No. Why do we question leaders? Let me ask you guys that. Why do we question leaders? Because deep in your soul, you know, you've experienced what a true leader is. And that's none other than your guardian angels prior to reincarnating. That includes the archangels. That includes the divine. That includes our Lord Jesus Christ. Everyone. You experienced it. You know it. You may not be consciously aware that you know it, but your soul knows it very well. That's why you question law and order. We are here for a reason. Are you living up to that reason? Or are you allowing others to tell you this is your limit? You know why? Because you're going to continue this cycle, this karmic cycle you're in the next life, So when are you going to put a stop to it, is my question. That's all I wanted to talk about, and I hope you guys gained more space, in your conscious awareness. Think about everything that I've said, and hopefully it gave you clarity to a broader way of understanding as to what's truly going on right now. Help you find peace and help you be in high vibration amidst all this negativity that's happening in your 3D eyes. Okay? Again, this is 3D. This is 3D. If your third eye is not opened, it's okay. But you have to be mentally, and right here, your heart has to be in high vibration for you to understand what's truly happening. Okay? I'll be posting a lot of videos today, so for this one, this is all I wanted to talk about. If you like this video, please like. If you haven't subscribed, please do. It will benefit you. And those who have subscribed to me, thank you very much. And I love you all. And thank you for your emails.